Coffee is one of the most beloved beverages in the world, a true source of energy and pleasure. However, pairing it with certain foods can not only be harmful, but also dangerous to your health. In this video, we'll reveal the 10 most dangerous combinations with coffee that you should avoid. You'll learn which foods can lead to obesity, serious liver and kidney diseases, heart problems, digestive issues, diabetes, and even stroke. We've ranked these combinations in order of increasing danger, so make sure to watch until the end to discover the most hazardous pairing and get valuable tips on how to avoid these mistakes and protect your health. This video is going to be incredibly informative and helpful. If you want to take control of your health like a pro, give it a like, and let's get started. Number 10. Stop drinking coffee with dried fruits. It can trigger hyperglycemia, digestive issues, and gastrointestinal problems. At first glance, pairing coffee with dried fruits seems healthy. Dried fruits are rich in fiber and vitamins, and coffee provides an energy boost. However, this combination can be harmful. Dried fruits contain high amounts of natural sugars, and caffeine speeds up metabolism, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. This increases the strain on the pancreas and raises the risk of insulin resistance. Research published by the American Diabetes Association shows that combining coffee with high fructose foods like raisins, dried apricots, or dates significantly raises the likelihood of blood sugar spikes and type 2 diabetes. Participants in the study who regularly consumed coffee with dried fruits reported fatigue, dizziness, and unstable glucose levels. Experts note that caffeine temporarily reduces the body's ability to effectively use insulin, which is particularly dangerous for individuals predisposed to diabetes. David Jackson, 45, from Austin, Texas, enjoyed starting his workday with a cup of strong coffee and a handful of dried dates. Over several months, he began experiencing constant fatigue, dizziness, and mood swings. His condition worsened to the point where he sought help from an endocrinologist. Tests revealed prediabetes and severe fluctuations in his blood sugar levels. Doctors identified his habit of combining coffee with sugar-laden foods as the main culprit. After changing his diet and eliminating this combination, David's condition improved and his blood sugar levels stabilized. To avoid such issues, refrain from drinking coffee with high-sugar foods. Instead, opt for nuts or vegetables, which do not cause sharp blood sugar spikes. If you enjoy dried fruits, consume them separately from coffee and in moderation. Additionally, the American Diabetes Association recommends limiting caffeine intake to 2 cups a day to protect your body from sugar overload and reduce the risk of metabolic disorders. By the way, American scientists have proven that grateful people who hit the like button live 7 to 10 years longer on average than those who are indifferent or haters. So, hit that like button and let's keep going. Number 9. Stop drinking coffee with chocolate. It can lead to tachycardia, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular issues. Coffee and chocolate, 2 favorite treats for many, may seem like a perfect pair. However, consuming them together can be risky. Both contain caffeine, and dark chocolate is also rich in theobromine, a compound similar to caffeine that intensifies stimulation of the nervous system and heart activity. When coffee and chocolate are consumed together, they place excessive strain on the body, increasing heart rate and blood pressure. According to research from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, combining coffee with foods high in caffeine and theobromine raises the risk of tachycardia, hypertension, and other heart problems. Participants who regularly consumed coffee with chocolate reported feelings of anxiety, dizziness, and chest pain. Researchers explained that this combination overstimulates the nervous system, which can negatively impact heart and vascular health. Thomas Wilson, 50, from Denver, Colorado, was known among his coworkers for his love of coffee and chocolate. Every morning, he started his day with a double espresso and a bar of dark chocolate, believing it helped him manage stress and stay productive. After several months, he began experiencing episodes of rapid heartbeat, sweating, and panic attacks. During one such episode, he sought medical attention. Doctors diagnosed him with arrhythmia caused by his habit of combining coffee with high theobromine foods. He was advised to eliminate dark chocolate from his diet and limit his coffee intake to 1 cup a day. After adjusting his habits, Thomas's condition improved and his symptoms subsided. To avoid such problems, first, reduce your consumption of caffeine-rich products. If you love coffee, substitute chocolate with safer alternatives like fruits or nuts. For those with a sweet tooth, white chocolate or desserts without theobromine are better options. Second, monitor your coffee intake. Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health recommends no more than 2 cups per day, especially if your diet includes other stimulants. These simple changes can help protect your heart and maintain your health. Number 8. Stop drinking coffee with spicy foods. It can lead to serious stomach and intestinal issues, including gastritis and ulcers, as well as negatively impact your cardiovascular system. Coffee and spicy foods, favorites for many, might seem like a great pairing, but this combination can be dangerous for your body. Caffeine stimulates the production of stomach acid, irritating the stomach lining. Spicy foods containing capsaicin, the active component in chili peppers, further amplify this irritation, causing damage to the lining and triggering inflammation. Additionally, the combination of caffeine and capsaicin can cause a sharp rise in blood pressure and increased heart rate, especially for people predisposed to cardiovascular conditions. According to research by Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, combining coffee with spicy foods increases the risk of gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, and ulcers. In a study of 100 participants who regularly consumed coffee with spicy meals, 70% developed GERD symptoms and 40% developed gastritis within 3 months. This highlights the significant negative impact this combination has on the gastrointestinal tract, causing pain, heartburn, and inflammation. Mark Williams, 42, from Houston, Texas, was a fan of Mexican cuisine and often started his day with coffee and spicy tacos loaded with jalapenos. He believed this gave him the energy to stay active and alert. However, after several months, Mark began experiencing frequent heartburn, stomach pain, and a burning sensation in his esophagus. When he consulted a gastroenterologist, doctors diagnosed him with stomach ulcers and gastritis. They determined that his habit of consuming coffee with spicy food was the primary cause. His treatment involved a strict diet, eliminating caffeine and spicy foods, which gradually improved his condition. However, it took several months for his stomach health to fully recover. To avoid such problems, do not pair coffee with spicy meals. If you eat spicy food, drink water or milk to neutralize capsaicin's irritating effects. Avoid this combination, particularly at breakfast when the stomach is most sensitive. Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health recommends limiting coffee intake to 1 or 2 cups per day to reduce stress on your stomach and nervous system. Changing these habits can help protect your gastrointestinal tract, prevent heart issues, and maintain your health for years to come. Number 7. Stop drinking coffee with dairy products, especially milk. It can lead to digestive issues, worsen skin conditions, and promote inflammation. For many, coffee with milk is a beloved morning ritual, but this combination can harm your health. Caffeine stimulates the stomach, increasing acidity, while milk, rich in lactose, can be difficult to digest. For those with lactose intolerance or low lactase enzyme activity, this combination is particularly problematic. It can cause bloating, diarrhea, and even intestinal inflammation. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, about 65% of adults worldwide struggle with lactose digestion. Drinking coffee with dairy products increases the strain on the digestive system and raises the risk of inflammatory conditions. The study found that 40% of people who regularly consumed coffee with milk suffered from irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and other gastrointestinal disorders. Lauren Brown, 34, from San Francisco, California, started every day with a cup of latte, believing it to be the perfect drink for energy. Over time, she began experiencing constant bloating, stomach pain, and a heavy feeling after meals. Her condition worsened to the point where she sought medical help. Doctors diagnosed her with lactose intolerance, exacerbated by her regular consumption of coffee with milk. Tests also revealed signs of inflammation in her intestinal lining. They advised Lauren to switch to plant-based milk alternatives and reduce her caffeine intake. After changing her diet, her symptoms disappeared and her overall health significantly improved. To avoid similar problems, replace cow's milk with plant-based alternatives like almond, coconut, or oat milk. These options are lactose-free, easier to digest, and less likely to cause discomfort. Opt for milder coffee to reduce stomach irritation. NIH recommends that people with lactose intolerance completely avoid combining dairy products with coffee to minimize inflammation and maintain digestive health. Number 6. Stop drinking coffee with fast food. It can lead to obesity, cardiovascular diseases, and diabetes. Coffee and fast food are a popular combination for those looking for a quick bite and an energy boost. However, this pairing can become a health trap. Caffeine speeds up metabolism, but when combined with high-calorie foods rich in saturated fats and sugars, it can cause sharp increases in blood glucose and lipid levels. Fats slow down the absorption of caffeine, overloading the cardiovascular system and increasing the risk of metabolic disorders. Research by Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health shows that combining coffee with fast food significantly raises the likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes and obesity. Participants who regularly consumed coffee with fast food experienced insulin spikes and weight gain. Scientists found that the combination of fatty foods and coffee disrupts insulin balance, which, over time, leads to insulin resistance. Alex Johnson, 32, from Chicago, Illinois, worked at a large company and often ordered coffee with donuts or burgers for breakfast. Thinking of himself as an active person, he believed this diet wouldn't affect his health. However, after a year of these habits, he began experiencing constant fatigue, decreased productivity, and frequent headaches. A medical checkup revealed prediabetes and heart issues. Alex had to completely overhaul his diet. Doctors advised him to eliminate fast food and reduce his coffee intake to 1 cup per day. After making these lifestyle changes, his health significantly improved. To avoid similar problems, replace fast food with healthier alternatives like fresh vegetables, lean protein, and whole grain bread. Drink coffee separately from meals to reduce the strain on your stomach and prevent blood sugar spikes. The American Diabetes Association recommends portion control and choosing foods low in saturated fats and sugars. These simple adjustments can help protect your health and prevent chronic diseases. Number 5. Stop drinking coffee with sweetened yogurts. It can lead to obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. At first glance, coffee and sweetened yogurts seem like a convenient and tasty breakfast choice, but this combination can harm your body. Sweetened yogurts contain a high amount of added sugars, which cause sharp spikes in blood glucose levels. The caffeine in coffee further stimulates insulin production, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and metabolic disorders. According to research by the American Diabetes Association, combining coffee with foods high in added sugar raises the likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes. Consuming such products reduces cells' sensitivity to insulin, eventually disrupting blood sugar levels and increasing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Emily Johnson, 35, from Seattle, Washington, started every morning with a cup of sweet coffee and yogurt flavored with fruit syrup. She believed it was a healthy and delicious breakfast. After a year of these habits, Emily began experiencing extreme energy fluctuations. She felt energized after breakfast, but would become tired and irritable within an hour. She also started gaining weight, despite maintaining an active lifestyle. After consulting a doctor, she was diagnosed with prediabetes. Tests revealed that her daily combination of caffeine and sugar overloaded her pancreas, causing insulin spikes. By switching to unsweetened yogurts and reducing her coffee consumption, Emily managed to stabilize her blood sugar levels and improve her overall health. To avoid these issues, replace sweetened yogurts with natural or Greek yogurt, which are free of added sugar and rich in probiotics. Add fresh fruits or nuts for flavor instead of sugar. Drink coffee with low-fat milk or plant-based alternatives like coconut or almond milk. The American Heart Association recommends limiting added sugar intake to 25 to 30 grams per day to support heart health and avoid metabolic disorders. These simple changes in your diet can help you maintain your health for years to come. Number 4. Stop drinking coffee with pastries. It can lead to obesity, cardiovascular diseases, and diabetes. Coffee with pastries is a common breakfast choice for many, but this combination can be harmful. Sweet rolls, muffins, and other baked goods are loaded with sugar and saturated fats, which cause sharp spikes in blood sugar levels. Caffeine intensifies this effect by stimulating adrenaline release, leading to a rapid rise and subsequent drop in blood sugar. This creates a sugar crash, making you feel hungry and crave more carbs. According to research from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, combining coffee with high sugar and refined carb foods significantly increases the risk of metabolic syndrome, including type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. People who regularly pair coffee with sweets are twice as likely to develop insulin resistance and abdominal weight gain, a major risk factor for heart problems. Jessica Morrison, 39, from Dallas, Texas, started every morning with a sweet latte and her favorite muffin. It seemed like a quick and tasty solution for her busy workdays. After a year, Jessica began experiencing constant fatigue, memory lapses, and noticeable weight gain, especially around her waist. When she visited a doctor, she was diagnosed with insulin resistance and prediabetes. Tests revealed that her habit of combining coffee with pastries had disrupted her metabolism and caused significant blood sugar spikes. Jessica had to change her habits, cutting out sweets and incorporating protein and complex carbs into her diet. After these changes, her condition improved and her risk of developing diabetes decreased. To avoid such issues, replace pastries with whole grain products or nuts, which are rich in healthy fats and fiber. Instead of sugar in your coffee, try adding cinnamon or cocoa, which enhance flavor and help stabilize blood glucose levels. The American Heart Association recommends limiting added sugar intake to reduce the risk of metabolic disorders and protect your heart. This approach allows you to enjoy coffee while maintaining your health. Number 3. Stop drinking coffee with fatty foods. It can lead to cardiovascular diseases, digestive issues, and liver problems. Coffee paired with fatty foods like bacon, sausages, or cheese sandwiches can be harmful to your body. Fatty foods slow down digestion, increasing the burden on your stomach and liver. Caffeine stimulates stomach acid production, which, when combined with fatty foods, can cause heartburn, gastritis, and even impair liver function. Additionally, saturated fats combined with caffeine raise blood cholesterol levels, increasing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. According to the American Heart Association, the combination of saturated fats and coffee can significantly increase the likelihood of atherosclerosis, a condition where fat deposits build up in arteries, narrowing them. A study published in the journal Circulation found that people who frequently consume fatty foods with coffee have significantly higher levels of bad cholesterol, which can lead to hypertension and other heart-related issues. Michael Randolph, 40, from Atlanta, Georgia, started every morning with coffee and bacon and cheese sandwiches. He believed this breakfast gave him the energy he needed for his busy days. After a year of this routine, Michael began experiencing chest pain, heaviness after meals, and constant fatigue. At his wife's insistence, he visited a doctor. Tests revealed high cholesterol levels, liver problems, and early-stage hypertension. Doctors explained that his habit of combining coffee with fatty foods was overloading his body, leading to his declining health. Michael had to completely revamp his diet, replacing fatty foods with lighter options like oatmeal, fruits, and eggs, and reducing his caffeine intake. These changes helped him restore his health. To avoid similar problems, replace fatty foods with healthier alternatives. Instead of bacon or greasy sandwiches, opt for whole grain toast with avocado, poached eggs, or a vegetable omelet. Add fiber-rich foods like fruits or oatmeal to your breakfast to improve digestion and stabilize blood sugar levels. The American Heart Association recommends limiting saturated fats and cutting back on caffeine to lower the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Making better food choices will help you stay energized and healthy. Number 2. Stop drinking coffee with energy drinks. It can lead to arrhythmia, hypertension, and even stroke. Coffee and energy drinks, both loaded with caffeine and other stimulants, create a dangerous combination for your heart and nervous system. These drinks amplify each other's effects, causing overstimulation of the nervous system, rapid heartbeat, and high blood pressure. This combination significantly increases the strain on your cardiovascular system, especially for those prone to hypertension or arrhythmia. Research from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health shows that consuming more than 400 milligrams of caffeine per day greatly increases the risk of arrhythmia and other heart conditions. Scientists note that combining coffee with energy drinks exacerbates these risks, creating a double blow to the cardiovascular system. This is particularly dangerous for people over 40 or those with pre-existing heart issues. Joshua Miller, 30, from Austin, Texas, was an avid fan of coffee and energy drinks. To keep up with his demanding work schedule, he often started his mornings with a strong cup of coffee and consumed 1 to 2 energy drinks throughout the day. Joshua believed this helped him stay productive, but he soon began experiencing rapid heartbeats, dizziness, and severe headaches. After one particularly intense episode of chest pain, he was hospitalized. Doctors diagnosed him with arrhythmia and hypertension caused by excessive caffeine intake. Joshua had to completely eliminate energy drinks and drastically reduce his coffee consumption to regain his health. To avoid similar problems, replace energy drinks with safer alternatives like herbal teas, lemon water, or coconut water. Monitor your overall caffeine intake and try not to exceed recommended limits. The American Heart Association suggests keeping daily caffeine consumption below 300 to 400 milligrams and paying close attention to how your body reacts. These precautions can help protect your heart and maintain your health. And here's the most important point on our list. Number 1. Stop drinking coffee with alcohol. It can lead to alcoholism, liver and kidney problems, and cardiovascular diseases. Coffee and alcohol, 2 popular beverages, create a dangerous combination when consumed together. Caffeine masks the sedative effects of alcohol, giving a false sense of alertness. This often leads to excessive alcohol consumption as people fail to recognize how intoxicated they are. Such behavior increases the risk of dependency, strains the liver, and negatively affects the heart. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that combining caffeine and alcohol amplifies the toxic effects on the liver. When caffeine and ethanol are consumed together, the liver is forced to process both substances, creating significant stress on the organ. This can lead to alcoholic hepatitis, cirrhosis, and other serious liver conditions. Sarah Wilson, 29, from Los Angeles, California, often paired coffee with alcoholic drinks, especially at parties. She believed coffee would keep her energized and extend the fun during late-night events. After 6 months of this habit, Sarah began experiencing constant fatigue, heaviness in her right side, and skin issues. When she consulted a doctor, she was diagnosed with early-stage alcoholic hepatitis. Doctors explained that the combination of coffee and alcohol was overloading her liver and preventing proper toxin processing. Following her diagnosis, Sarah had to completely give up alcohol and adopt a strict diet to restore her liver health. To avoid such problems, skip coffee if you plan to drink alcohol. Instead, choose water or non-alcoholic beverages to stay hydrated. The American Heart Association recommends limiting alcohol consumption to moderate levels and avoiding mixing it with caffeine to reduce stress on the heart and liver. These simple steps can help you avoid serious consequences and protect your health for years to come. Next, I recommend checking out these videos, and don't forget to leave your likes and comments. I'm looking forward to them.